What's good, people? Yeah, you can tell by the sound of my voice that I'm not doing too well, but it's just my throat. Like, I feel fine. So, if you hear me in future videos, if not future streams sounding something like this, you know why. You know why indeed. At the time of this recording, it's December the 19th, and the real cold is starting to kick in. When I say the real cold, I mean the real temperature drop outside, not my cold. And here's my controller settings for like the 80th time in a row. But let's go ahead and get started on good old field content. But wait a minute. I already hear some of you saying, Jet, what what the hell is restricted freedom? What is this bullshit that I've never heard of? Well, my dear people, I am going to tell you what restricted freedom means after we get through the first part of this here video. Because let's just say I found this Luger and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to cheat. And once again, I'm going to explain everything once we get past the first part of this here video. So I come up this hill, right? And we all know someone spawns, if not two people spawn up there in the snowy region. There's going to be a gunfight here 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already expecting people to be up here. I already am. I'm looking up, not down. And then I see somebody. Alright, now that that's over, let me tell you this. Try not to focus on the gameplay and focus on what I'm about to tell you. Because this is what restricted freedom means. It's something I came up with by myself. Well, something I came up with by myself. Restricted freedom is essentially taking out only 4 rounds of any gun and seeing how well you do. Plain and simple, just like that. And if you find a secondary, that's cool, but try not to use it. The whole point of restricted freedom is to build up your, how can I say this, your handling, your discipline with any gun in the game. With any gun in the game. Now, let me break down the actual terms because, like, you know, there's a reason why I chose those two words, restricted and freedom. Alright, so let's say you take out a weapon. let's say you took out an RPK 74. You put 4 magazines in your bag. Go out into station. You get a threat. Come home. Cool. Boom. But you notice you used all 4 mags to kill 4 people, right? Most of y'all would think, oh, that's a good game. Don't even worry about it. And sure, you could be right. But what if you spent all 4 of those magazines dumping near somebody and then eventually you headshot them, right? You had the freedom to shoot as many rounds as you could because you bought out so many rounds, right? Your freedom to shoot was unrestricted. Now, contrast that to what I did just now. L96, only 4 rounds. Essentially, what you're supposed to do in this here protocol, as I call it, with your 4 rounds of any gun, you're supposed to pull off 1 headshot per bullet. And if it become a threat, cool. You know how to use the gun. Plain and simple. But if you don't, then you still got some work to do. Case in point. You see that guy up there? I'm about to aim at him. He's right there in that bush. And I know he is because I've seen him go into said bush, right? Remember, I fired off all 4 rounds on that L96. So that 1 round that I fired at that person looting the buried cache, that sucks. Because you see him right there, right? And I'm like, I know you're still there. I'm praying for a headshot, and I get ported. Now I'm like, no, because he's right there. I shoot and I hit him. People, imagine if that wasn't an SVU round. Imagine if I would have held my trigger finger and shot the guy in the body, the buried cache guy. Imagine if I shot him in the body and not aimed for his head. I would have still had that 1 extra bullet remaining, and I would have killed this guy, because body shots are 1-shot kill with L96 unless you fuck up massively, and I would have been a threat. But I messed up. That is why I practice, or used to practice, restricted freedom. Because it teaches you discipline. It teaches you trigger discipline. The whole reason why sweats are sweats is because they take out so much ammunition. If you tell a sweat take out 4 rounds, they're going to look at you crazy. They're like, bro, what? No. 300 round M249, 4 magazine, ADR 97, any map, I'm becoming a threat. Cool. Right? But notice how much resources they have to expend in order to become a threat. Essentially, what you're doing, if you were to try this out yourself, is training. You're training yourself to not, fly off the handle. Enjoy so much freedom with your gun. 4 shots. 4 rounds, 4 headshots. That should be your encounter. But why only 4? Well, here's the thing. In my defense, or in my opinion, once you become a threat, you've done what you needed to do. If you can take out 4 rounds and get 4 headshots and become a threat and leave, you can't top that. You literally can't top that unless, you pull off a 0 to hero threat, which is, somehow never do. But, yeah, that's why I take out only 4 rounds and 4 rounds only. So I want to skip forward here a bit in the encounter, and I already put radiation on the airdrop. And I've been circling this here part of the map for the better part of about damn 2.5 minutes. And then I spot somebody. Right there. People. That guy was nearby the entire time. When I say circle the map, I mean behind the container, no, behind the helicopter, behind that hill where I just pinged, behind the hill to the right. Then I end up at that house where I just seen me. And now I'm here. The guy was there the entire time. So, why am I bringing you all this video? Why am I bringing it to you? Well, I want to say you can, how can I say this? Progress at different skill levels throughout the game, right? But eventually, you're going to want to try something different. And I'm going to go ahead and suggest to you, try this out. So let's say you have a favorite gun. Let's say your favorite gun is an A74K. Okay, cool. Prove to yourself it's your favorite gun. Load up only 4 rounds in the A74K and try to become a threat by shooting people in the head. 1 taps only. And if you do that, then that's truly your favorite gun. And before you say anything, Jet, have you tried this weird fucking restricted freedom with a VSS? I have. I've also tried it with a 629, Combat Magnum, VZ52 rifle, M82, damn H-Bar T, SG1, Mosin Nagant, 3 different times, even though they're all trash. I've done it. Right? Now I get this is not nobody really knows about this kind of thing that I do right here, but I used to do it a lot. I used to. So I'm going to suggest to you that you try this out and see how well you do. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.